What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have a really amazing news. As you can see on your screens, we have an optimistic updates shared in MMTLP space. On top of that, guys, I will show you just a sneak peek of upcoming Daniel Oxler's actions, and I have to admit that these actions will be definitely extremely promising for MMTLP community. On top of that, I will show you quite interesting actions from some community members who are trying to hide some details about their previous actions. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So, and let's begin today's video with the most impressive news. On MMTLP Resources, you can find this article that was published just basically several hours ago. And it says, optimistic updates shared in MMTLP space. Chats come together to share encouraging news in a critical X space call. On Wednesday, MMTLP community member chat hosted a morning coffee space with featured new information from chat Taxila Kaiten. Kaiten, a US Now veteran, has been a long-time supporter of MMTLP community. He co-hosted the momentous veteran space along with Busy Brands back in July 2024. And here is the tweet that was written by chat Taxila Kaiten. You don't have to be a part of MMTLP to be worried about what happened to them, but you should be fighting like hell to expose this corruption. You could be next. And he refers to the tweet that was written by the Getaway Pundit. Investors and CEOs at war with regulators over counterfeit shares. And guys, here's some details about his speech. I had a great meeting with people in Howard Lutnick's world, the new SEC chair. MMTLP is in their office. They're aware that you all exist. They're aware that Gary Gensler first off refused to really do anything about it. And the first thing that was told to me without me saying anything is we don't understand why they don't get share count. And let me quote you further. The lengthy space call lasted for nearly 6 hours, and Kaiten spoke at approximately 4 hours and 11 minutes into the call. Recordings of Kaiten were shared later in the call, as well for those who had not heard him live. And guys, we have an update. We have basically a summary of his speech that was made by Paul T. Huge shout out to Paul T because of his summary. Let me quote you this in details. J-Chat Faulkner Space Call, MMTLP Morning Coffee and Donuts that was recorded on February 26, 2025. Excerpt from speaker chat Taxila Kaiten. Hey MMTLP, I know you guys have been hanging on and I want to give you a little bit of an update. I was at Mar-a-Lago last Thursday. I had a great meeting with people in Howard Lutnick's world, the new SEC chair. MMTLP is in their office. They're aware that you all exist. They're aware that Gary Gensler first off refused to really do anything about it. And the first thing that was told to me without me saying anything is we don't understand why they don't get a share count. So you guys were just talking about that. And I just want to let you know that you guys have been loud. They are recognizing it. I'm trying to get a meeting myself with Howard Lutnick because I want to do everything we can. And I told you guys I wouldn't leave, but timing's everything. Trump is diving into crypto. Trump is looking at SEC. I know for a fact Doge is looking into the securities exchange probably after DOD. I believe that's the list. That's the way it's gonna go. And he has a specific group for Doge that is gonna be going into the financial aspects of our government. That being the SEC and iProxy, it'll definitely be a look into the ugly world that is Wall Street. So things are happening. I've never promised you guys anything other than I'd stay on top of it. But MMTLP and the issues that you guys have been fighting for, the lives it's costed, the unfair way you've been treated is in the Trump administration. I was at Mar-a-Lago, I can tell you that for a fact. I'm also coming at this in another direction. Through a friend of mine, and please don't blow him up, he's got a lot going on. But Ed Martin, who is the US attorney, he's a friend of mine. I talked to him about this. He's like, I need to learn more about it. I've given him all this stuff you guys have sent to me. I haven't gotten to talk to him since because, of course, the US attorney is doing big things. But I like to go outside the box and find different ways to go about it. So I wanted to come in. I saw you guys. I wanted to try and catch you before I go get on this plane. But I want to let you all know that we are moving. It's not gonna be as fast as you want, but we are moving in the right direction. And I think we are a lot closer to the light at the end of the tunnel than not. Even though it's a small win to let you guys know that MMTLP is regarded and understood in the Securities and Exchange Office, where Gary Gensler was discussing to you and so many other people. And Howard Lutnick, I don't even know if you guys can go back and watch today's cabinet meeting. Howard Lutnick's not messing around at all. And he's there and Securities Exchange to get rid of the corruption. And the short sale BS not given you guys. You know everything that you deserve and what you have a right to. They do things in compartmental ways. Like they are saying, here's this one, alright, take care of it, there's the direction, you guys are on that. Here's this one, go in this direction, go that way. So, and I hate the compartmentalized ways the cabinet does business, but that's just what they do. So that's why I've gone on the outside of it and talked to the US attorney Ed Martin, who can say, well, I need to do an investigation on my end. And just know that any meeting I'm in, there is two things I always talk about whenever I talk to somebody in profile position, and it's veterans and also MMTLP. And then there is a couple of other things that I'm big on. Of course, voter integrity and the eradication and recognition of the GOP as an actual part of the government instead of a private club, because people are being harassed and it's a whole other thing. But these are the things that we work towards, and I just took a position with the Conservative Caucus. I've become the National Field Director. So we are getting more and more resources our way. And now, then I go knock on a congressional door. They are gonna take my meeting because we have $50 million behind us. So all those things are good, and thank you for all trusting in me. The one people I don't want mad at me is MMTLP. When you guys are pissed, it's no joke, no trying to F with you guys. I'm not going to lie. You have to stay organized, you have to stay loud, and you have to stay in front of it. And you call out the posers and lift up and support the ones that are trying to help you, because you guys have done it, and I just wanted to give you some solace. You guys deserve that, because the government is also not very good at letting you guys know they are looking into things. Have a little solace. I'm not giving you hopium, I'm giving you facts, and hopefully we can all celebrate one day when you guys are made right. And here is the last part. Doge has not specifically had anything to do with MMTLP. A lot of it had to do with, honestly, MMTLP. That's where it was brought to me through somebody with Trump's administration in comms. And just for the record, I even had who I am a senior advisor for General Michael Flynn ask me what is it all about. And I explained it to him. You guys have done a good job. Now, where Doge is going into the SEC, again, they compartmentalize things and they kinda Doge comes in and they just kinda carpet bomb and see what pops up through their algorithm. And the way I understand it in its succession, the DOD is the next thing that Doge is going to be spending a lot of time on here directly and do their carpet bombing and figure out. I mean, they are already figured out that there is $9.7 million spent at the Pentagon for sushi a year. So that's something Doge has already found out. The Pentagon is gonna take a minute. That's the largest budget we have. I think $891 million. There is a lot going to go on there. But the way I understand it is after they get their algorithm working inside Doge, the SEC is next. It's either the SEC or the Department of Education, one or the other, if not at the same time. So DOD is the next, but then it should be SEC right after that. And guys, this is, as you can see, it's highly encouraging news for our community. And I have to admit that it is not the end. Take a look right here. You know that Daniel Oxer filed a petition, filed an open letter that already collected almost 550 signatures under it, and since he published an update, let me show you this in details. He published it on February 15th, and he became extremely quiet. As you can see, so far I've received wait a second. Beyond that, I've been extra quiet on Twitter as I work toward an amended complaint with my lawyer. Updates will come when there's something concrete to report and when my lawyer clears it for public discussion. And I have to admit that it is a very wise decision, because with this so-called lack of public actions, he can do everything that he wants without any problems. And guys, take a look right here. Daniel published this screenshot. It is just a photo of a random road on the first glance, but guys, take a look right here. It is he is not far from Washington, D.C., about half a mile from Washington, D.C., and he was there, according to the date of this tweet, just 15 hours ago. This means, guys, Daniel is on his way to Washington, D.C., and he's pursuing his path, non-litigational path to the resolution, on top of his litigational path. And this is another huge breakthrough. On top of that, guys, it is not the end. Take a look right here. We have quite interesting set of tweets from Due Diligence and J.R. Ewing. Due Diligence wrote, MMTLP, total count of MMTLP posts that have been scrubbed from shill accounts ever since the NBHPR that they are pursuing defamation claims. 11,518. Turns out that some people on this site are good at documenting things too. And J.R. Ewing wrote, oh crap, seriously? And Due Diligence wrote, that doesn't include Romain Soups. His post count is down to 186. He was over 20,000 tweets. And guys, take a look right here. Here is the Romain Soups Twitter count. As you can see, for now he has only 193 posts. And to be honest, I don't remember how many posts did he have. But from 2021, I think it should be much more than this number. And again, I told you multiple times that the justice cannot be partial, and if something was wrong with certain people, guys, they have to be accountable for their actions. And that is why I always tell you that you should think twice before you make any statements on social medias or X. So let me quote you further. Wait a second, I will show you somewhere here. Due Diligence wrote this. I'm not keeping count, I just have a decent memory. And J.R. Ewing responded, Your Honor, I would like to submit Mr. Diligence as an expert in counting, specifically as it relates to deleted ex posts. And this is quite funny statement. On top of that, he wrote this. In response to Bishop, and Bishop wrote, genuine question, would them deleting posts even matter since X has the data and posts anyways, and could in theory be subpoenaed for those records? And J.R. Ewing responded, no, that's why it's so effing stupid that people do it, and it makes for a great follow-up question. Is it your post? Answer: yes. Question: why did you delete it? Answer: cause I'm effing stupid and I thought it wouldn't be found. Response: yes, you are. Plus there is an essence of guilty conscience there too. Judges and juries are smart people and can use their common sense. If their conviction was true that we were wrong, they wouldn't be a need to delete that many tweets. And guys, he also, J.R. Ewing wrote this. MMTLP fun facts. 1. The internet is forever. 2. Twitter or X is nothing more than electronic evidence. 3. Enron was a big deal when I was in law school, and at the time, the biggest factor in their downfall was, you guessed it, deleted emails. 4. Note: I was taught in law school that the E in email doesn't stand for electronic, it stands for evidence, whether it's deleted or not. My evidence professor was a former US attorney and harped off this fact repeatedly. 5. So if you're deleting posts to save face, don't bother. Your answer on why will only make you look more foolish. And guys, I completely agree with this statement, and if you said something in public space, in social media or any other place, this is working against you. And that is why, guys, you have to be very cautious with your statements. On top of that, guys, wait a second, I will show you that busy brands also added to this part of investigation. Samantha's outlier 999 fingers must be exhausted from all that scrubbing taking place on her profile at the moment. Yesterday, 30,500 MMTLP posts. Today, 26,300 MMTLP posts and counting. A net loss scrub of roughly 4.2 thousand posts within a 24-hour span. Good Oli Sami is conveniently scrubbing certain posts that have defamatory depiction towards NBH and MMTLP from her profile. Too late, all documented. And guys, I have nothing to add to this statement, and as I already mentioned, we have to have a total justice. We cannot have it partial. That is why, guys, we are still working together to achieve our main goal. On top of that, guys, here you can see Samantha's Twitter account. She has 25.6 thousand posts in it. Wait a second, what was the count from busy brands? 26.3. So quite similar number. And I have to admit that it is not the end again, guys. We have some updates in regards to the subpoena in case of SEC versus John Burda and George Palikras. Ocelot wrote this. Some big MMTLP updates. A motion to suppress evidence has revealed that John Burda was subpoenaed regarding MMTLP specifically in May 2024. In the motion, it's disclosed that 2 other third parties have received other subpoenas. Here's the Burda subpoena. He added the link and the screenshot basically to this document. Next one, unidentified third-party subpoena. Another screenshot. Next one, Burda's MMTLP subpoena outlined the following documents that must be produced. And guys, the list of these documents is quite enormous, I would say. That is why, guys, in this case, in case of SEC versus John Burda and George Palikras, we might see a quite huge update in nearest future. And here you can find basically all the documents that John Burda has to provide. On top of that, let me quote you the next tweet. This subpoena to an unidentified and redacted party requests additional documents, including documents sufficient to identify or a list of all your social media accounts, including but not limited to YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and stock tweets. On top of that, here is another tweet. Correspondence between Burda's attorney and the SEC attorney discussing the proposed motion to exclude. The SEC attorney says that the investigation is being conducted for the sole purpose of investigating possible violations that are not alleged in the complaint. And guys, I have to admit that yes, we are gaining momentum, and in my opinion, within next several weeks or several months, we will definitely see a huge breakthrough in our case. And all of the news are pointing to some kind of resolution. And to be honest, guys, I don't know what type of resolution it might be, but believe me, I am 100% with you, and I want you to win this battle against the wrongdoers, regardless of the names of these wrongdoers. That is why, guys, I am still fighting for you, and I'm trying to do my best in order to win this battle.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just